So look, I think in this market, people need a real estate expert, not just a real estate agent, right? And what I mean by that is somebody who understands where we've been and where we're going, who is a neighborhood expert, who is entrenched in the community, knows what's happening, right? Is willing to go down to the building department and understand what's around the property.
Absolutely.
Not just writing offers and focusing on price. There's so much more to the home buying process, right? Which that's what makes it, so important to work with a professional.
Absolutely.
Who understands all these things, who has the experience, who knows where the pitfalls can be to protect you through the process. That's really what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I think also to add to that is to someone who understands what every market is month to month.
Yes.
Because especially in the last couple of years, every month is different in real estate, especially as we get into like more of the late fall, winter months. The market's completely different than it is in the summer, right?
That's right.
So if you have an agent who has been working heavily in a spring, summer market where it's crazy, and then they're trying to guide you how to make offers in a winter market, you're probably going to overpay for that property or waive a contingency that you didn't have to. Because a lot of my buyers, they're getting houses at asking or even only slightly over, and they're getting to do home inspections in the winter months. But if you're buying in the spring and the summer, there's a strong chance that you're going to be up against way more competition, and you're going to have to way overpay, and you're going to have to, but there's more inventory then. So it's like kind of pros and cons, but you just need to make sure you're working with someone who buys and sells real estate with clients every single month of the year, and not just a couple houses.
That's right. At MLS PIN, we offer a lot of information to the agents, and there's things like list to sales price ratios that are very important. Days to offer that we track on all of our properties, right? Agents need to know that information to understand how hot the local market is, to understand where people need to make offers at, to be successful. Right.
And that does help me because I do, listings all over Massachusetts. Like I have a listing right now in Northbridge, which is like almost an hour from here. But because of the information that you guys provide to us, I can really guide and help my clients understand that market in and out, which I think is a huge asset for today's real estate agents, which I think a lot of people at older generations don't understand that. They're so used to working with like hyper-focused local agents. And on some levels, yes, that can be important. But like at a niche condo that has like several comparables sales every quarter, like we can really work in any market now because of the information that you guys provide to us. And I'm so grateful for that because that's allowed me to expand my business elsewhere and still be a really good educator and advisor to them in whatever market I work in. I don't have to live in that town to successfully sell real estate. I've broken records in almost every town that I have sold because of the proper, guidance we can give our clients on your information. So
that's great. That's great to hear. I agree. So back 20 years ago, there were neighborhood experts who would just sell in their neighborhood, right? Or in their part of the town, right? The world has changed. The information available has changed. People can educate themselves, right? And certainly we do our best to try to educate agents, every day to make sure that they have that ability. And if you're willing to go there, you should be able to service your client, right? And that's the whole idea of what we do. And, there's a ton of information out there that, that can really help benefit you as an agent. And, that's how you service your clients better.
Absolutely.
Right?
Because one of the things I think I do well is, I am a full concierge service listing agent. I will go, from A to Z with you, and I go above and beyond. And not every agent will do that, and I just hate to see someone work with someone who's just been in the business for 45 years. They're burnt out. They're barely going to be a glorified door opener for these people. And it's like, work with someone who is going to fight for you. And again, we can be properly educated and guided on every single market. So why not choose someone who's going to fight for you and not just be a door opener?
Right. Yeah, look, agents there's so many different value propositions out there. That's what makes this business so great. Right. And, matched up with like-minded people and working with people who, care and want the service that you provide.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what it's all about. And it feels good for you, right? It feels good being able to help people.
Right.
And knowing that you're taking care of them and protecting them and guiding them correctly.
Absolutely. And, I think that's one of my superpowers in real estate is I genuinely care about my clients, right? Like I go to listing appointments and more often than not, like I win out against other agents because I genuinely care.
That's awesome.
And that comes across as organic. And people like see that I genuinely, like I'm going to treat them like I would with a family member or a best friend. And I'm not going to just, put a for sale sign in your yard and just be like, what are you going to pay for it? Right. Like I go every step of the way. I do, I hire contractors if need be. I facilitate all those things. I've helped people
Yep.
clean out their apartments myself.
Right,
Like
right.
I genuinely want to help them like with the best possible return on investment they can get.
That's
and I
great.
think just not every agent's willing to do that. So
No, that's true. And that's the secret to longevity in this business.
Right.
Right. Is really caring about your clients and doing the best that you can for them.
right. And not just being a
Right.
sleazy salesperson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
There's too many of those
Right.
out there.
Right. Right.